Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily from All Things Emily, and in today's video I'm just going to be talking about mental health, my sort of tips and tricks of how I keep my mental health as good as possible whilst I'm at uni. Obviously I'm aiming this video at students and like living in halls, living off campus, whatever you're doing. Uni this year is very weird. I've spoken about it in one of my previous videos about my mental health and just kind of my feelings. I had a little bit of a rant, but also it was very emotional. I'm really happy with the amount of love and support that I've received from that video, so I'm really thankful for that. And I just also wanted to say, like, I was so overwhelmed by the amount of people who were like, oh, this has really helped me, like it's really nice to see you talking about mental health. And you know, I think it's so nice because I feel like nowadays more people are talking about mental health and we are gradually breaking the stigma of talking about our dark thoughts, because not every day is positive despite what you see online. I feel like more creators like talking about mental health, kind of breaking that stigma, and it's making people realise that actually your feelings are valid and you can have bad days and you don't have to put on a smile all the time. So I'm really happy with the amount of love that I've had on that, and yeah, it was really quite overwhelming. I did also just want to say, like overall I have got quite good mental health. That's taken years of like practice of like things that help me. Obviously I'm in no ways any sort of psychologist, anything like that, and if you really do have really bad mental health problems and you really do feel like you have depression or you have a really like underlying health issue from the way that you're feeling, please go to the doctors. Like please go and get actual help. That's just a little disclaimer. But yeah, I'm just gonna get on to the actual video, so yay! Speak to your family, speak to your friends, stay in touch with your friends back home. Obviously it's just a really easy one. If you're having a bad day, call up your mum. I call up my mum multiple times every single day just to talk about anything and everything, really. I'm really lucky that I have such a good relationship with my mum and my family, because I definitely would not be as mentally strong as I am without the support of my family and obviously my friends as well. I've got a really good circle of friends. I grew up not really having that many friends just because I got bullied quite a lot and I had really like bad self-esteem and self-confidence. I didn't really have much confidence at all. So I am really good at dealing with stuff on my own as well. Like, not dealing with stuff on my own, but I'm really good at being alone. Like, I do like to be in my own head, but at the same time I know it's so important to talk about your own feelings. Me personally, I like to have a balance of having my own time, being in my own head, and then being with people and speaking to people. Yeah, definitely keep talking. That's just the main thing, keep talking. Student accommodation, it gets messy. It's quite small, it's quite stuffy, it gets messy. So in your kitchens obviously it can be quite dirty, but in your own room, like if you're just taking off your clothes and just throwing them on the floor or whatever, you're gonna wake up in the morning and be a bit like, ugh. I just know if you have a clean space you kind of have a clean mind. That's kind of the idea, I think. And I just know for me, if I've cleaned my room, if I've tidied my room, it's smelling really nice, I've had the windows open, and I'm feeling a lot better. I'm a massive advocate for mindfulness and yoga and meditation. I absolutely love all the sort of spiritual things that help you get in touch with your mind and just feeling really good with like your mind, soul and body. I know loads of people are a bit like about meditation. They think no one really understands it. Like, everyone thinks it's all like but realistically what am I doing? I have so much energy right now. Everyone always has this weird perception of like meditation, yoga and you know, all that sort of thing. But honestly, I've been practicing meditation now for about 3 years and I absolutely love it. It does so much for me. Sometimes it's just breathing, like, you know, I feel like lots of people, like, we obviously breathe every day, otherwise how are we living? But lots of people don't actually have the time to just breathe and like chillax. Lots of people don't really have the time to just like relax, you know, and just breathing and just getting in touch with your breath and your body and just having that time to relax is so good. It's an easy one, but it's also like quite a hard one because I feel like as a generation we're kind of addicted to our phones. Like, whether we want to admit it or not, you just see your screen time each week and you're like, oh my gosh, like the amount of things I could have been doing in those sort of hours. turn off your phone. Limit your amount of time on your phone. You can have the thing where you like turn obviously off your notifications so you can't actually see notifications come through. Obviously before you do that, obviously people might be trying to get hold of you, so make sure you say beforehand like, I've turned my notifications off, if you can contact me via text instead of like social media. It limits your time on social media straight away, because obviously we all know social media is not good if you're not mentally stable. Unfollow the pages that don't make you happy, and maybe the pages that you unfollow, re-follow pages that are like mental health pages, quote pages, mindset pages, those sort of things. Just know that once I unfollowed the Kardashians and like the Jenners, I felt so much more happier, because considering Kylie Jenner is actually a year older than me, she lives a completely different life. And yeah, I used to compare myself massively to her, because I was like, oh my gosh, she's literally a year older than me and she is a billionaire. You kind of feel sorry for them, but at the same time, they don't really do anything to my life. It doesn't really need to be anything that's that big of a deal. Like, it doesn't need to be that deep, but it also does an awful lot to your mental health, getting rid of those things that you can't physically, you don't want to see, you know? I started recently a journal where I just talk about my thoughts and my feelings. So if I'm having a bad day, if I'm having a good day, I'll just write in it. I'll say like one thing that's been really good today, one thing that's been really bad today. Sometimes I'll write like multiple entries each day and just say like my feelings. So say at one point I might be feeling lonely, but I don't really know why I'm feeling bad or like sad or anything. I'll just write in there, and once you start writing, it's like you're kind of talking to a friend or like your family members about how you're feeling. And sometimes I don't physically want to talk about it because I can't really comprehend why I feel that certain way. So I'll just write my thoughts down, and then pretty much straight away after, as romanticized as it sounds, I do feel a lot better. I just know for me it works. Maybe it might work for some of you guys, so maybe it's something you could try out if you haven't done so before. Drink water. This is my Chili's bottle, and Chili's bottles are absolutely amazing. If you have fridge water, fill up your Chili's bottle with water and it'll stay cold all day, and that instantly makes you feel a little bit more fresh. You know when you like splash water on your face and you're like, oh okay, I'm awake now. Same prospect, it's just a little Primark one, so it's not even that expensive. Your skin looks so much nicer, and I know if my skincare's good then I'm feeling good. You don't even need to pay for a Chili's bottle, what am I saying? Just drink water. Open your window, go for a walk, get yourself out of your room. I know loads of people are in isolation at the moment, but obviously you are given like a sort of time to go out of your room. For us, we're not personally in isolation at my uni, but at times it does feel isolated because obviously you're just in your room for hours at a time doing online lectures. So if you've got a break in between lectures, just go for a little like walk of the block that you live in, or just have a little walk down the road, you know. You don't have to go anywhere, you can just go for a little walk, just get that vitamin D of the sun. Not that there is much sun, but you're still getting that vitamin D, and just feels a lot better just getting out and having a little bit of exercise as well, even if that is just a little walk down the road for 5 minutes. Look after your health. That is so important. I take vitamins every day, so I take like multivitamins, vitamin D and vitamin C every single day. Take vitamin D twice a day, just because they're they're like the prominent vitamins. I mean, I don't know an awful lot about vitamins, but that's what my mum's told me, and I guess that's obviously correct. Take your vitamins and make sure you have 5 a day, every day. Like if you can only have 5 a day, do that. As you can see behind me, I got a fruit bowl this year, and that has been a very good thing. As you can see, there's only 4 apples in there left, and just looking at it as well, it brightens up my room. I usually have like apples and oranges in there, but I also make sure I have my fruit salad every morning. Fruit's obviously really expensive, but if you can have at least like apples and oranges, get some like frozen veg or something to have with your meals. Even if you can't cook, you can boil a pan of water and just chuck some frozen veg in for 5 minutes, you know? Make sure you get your 5 a day. You're gonna feel so much better if you're eating healthy. Don't have like a beige plate. Imagine having really bad mental health and then having McDonald's every night, or like ordering pizza every night, or cooking like a frozen curry every night sort of thing. Like, you're not going to feel very good, because that's not healthy food. Yeah, just make sure you're getting your 5 a day, and take extra supplements of vitamins as well if need be. But yeah, don't be unhealthy, be mindful about the things that you eat. Play your music very loudly. playing my music constantly, it stops the feeling of loneliness as much, because you feel like someone's in your room, and you can just, if you're playing like a really good upbeat song, you could just have a little dance. And for me, growing up as a dancer, I just know the second I start dancing and the second I have some energy going through my body, I just feel so much better. So yeah, if that's something you do, even if you're a boy and you just do a little like shuffle thing, you're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel so much better once you get your body moving. Yes! So I'm gonna wrap up here. I might do a part 2 just because I feel like I have so many more different things that I do. I'm constantly developing new things of how I deal with my mental health, so I might do that in the future. If you do enjoy this video and it has helped you, please give it a thumbs up and please leave me a little comment below if it's helped you at all. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!